Hello, boys. Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing? Hey, Ma. Who you drawing? A WoW character. Hey, hello. Hello, team. Hope you're feeling cute today. Hope everything's okay. And you feeling great? Hello, Coin. Yo. Hello, team. How are we doing, sunshines? It is 11 at night. What are we doing here? Like, just explain yourself. What are you doing at the stream? Why not you? Why not asleep? Huh? Huh? How do you feel? Why do you think that this is appropriate? To stay up so late to watch our streams? What were you doing earlier? Oh, dude, a bunch of stuff. Just in general, the day has kind of started late for me today, and just did my usual morning work. Went to the gym, and as soon as I got back, I had a like a call with my student. I'm teaching art, bro. Imagine I'm teaching somebody art, and they're making progress because of it. Ain't that something? Isn't that crazy? I should think about it. I kind of enjoy teaching. Maybe I should advertise it more. Yeah, sure, but what do you mean? Do you doubt it? No, bro, for real. Yeah, and then I was hanging out with my wife, and then now I'm here. Now it's time to art, you know, it's never late. It's never late to do some arting. Dude, I'm like a little bit out of shape. I'm kinda... Almost feels foreign to hold the brush. Pretty close, almost 10 on my side? Yeah, it's kinda late. You are him? Whom? Where am I? Dude, it's so hot in here, goddamn. I don't like how hot it is. But it should be a little cooler tomorrow, and I don't want to turn on AC just now. That was kids say? Oh, really? I don't know. Never heard that. Trying to come up with an interesting shape for those horns. You deserve it. Oh, the gold? Oh, I get it. I get it. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Yeah, no, but now we're here, though. Now we're Artin. That's the most important part. Dude, I'm really enjoying this art, to be honest. It's like completely painterly style. Now I'm trying to do everything in this style, by the way, in this approach. It's almost like a oil canvas painting, as you can see. It seems like it's painted on one layer. All those like outlines of the silhouette of the character, even with the background. Dude, I'm kind of vibing with this. This like gives me such a nice feel for a painting. Hello, Eric. When was the last time you done a painting study? Something of that sort? Oh, dude, a while ago. Just like a complete study for the sake of study? Oh, like, I don't really remember. Not this year, that's for sure. If I'm studying something or somebody, I'm trying to implement it right away into my current paintings. And just like use that as an inspiration or like a reference. So like I don't really do deliberate studies, but I might get to them sometime soon. I'm kind of thinking about it. I'm thinking of the benefits. And I'm thinking of the way to incorporate them either in my streams or something like that. Yeah, so I'm thinking about it, definitely. considering the options. What about you, Coin? You doing studies? Really do much art nowadays? Oh, really? Or you don't have enough time? It's in description, but now is but why not in a link tree? Does not accept Discord or something? Why not in a link tree? Oh, the Discord? I don't know. I kind of feel like Discord is attached to my streams mostly, and it has nothing to do with kind of like my art presence outside of my streams. So like, let's say if I put it on my link tree, which, you know, I assume most people access like through Twitter, like Instagram, like socials where they see my art. Like, I feel like they have no interest in my Discord, which is pretty much... I don't even know what my Discord's about nowadays. I guess it's kind of like about my streams or, you know, people who watch my streams. Right, so I guess that's why I'm not putting Discord in the link tree. I don't know, maybe it doesn't make sense. Maybe I should put it there. Okay, what's going on here? What's this? Oh yeah, it's this. Okay, I get it. I think I would want to add more light to this this guy, maybe just a little bit. Just the clothing itself. The reason it didn't separately link it in Linktree. I just said it. I just said it. I feel like people who would see it in Linktree would probably mostly be from my socials, and if they don't watch my streams, I guess like Discord just wouldn't make much sense for them to join. Not like I'm against them joining it, it's just like, you know, I kind of feel like it would be no value for them to join it, if that makes sense. Dude, I'm really vibing with this art. You know, with these stream commissions, it's one way or another. Like I'm starting a piece, doing 3 hours first stream, and then it's either going good and then I feel really confident in the next stream, which is the situation right now, or it goes very poorly and I'm thinking, oh damn, I'll have to do either extra work or like some extra effort in those last 3 hours to really figure out and like really improve the painting. it can either motivate me to stream or like do the opposite of like making it feel like it's more hard work. Yeah, this one definitely does the first. This one definitely did make me feel like it's gonna be easy to do this and just to do a bunch of rendering pretty much. Like just come in and it's all about polishing. Honestly, it looks pretty finished already, and we just started. It's just like 50% in, and yeah, it looks already pretty good. Good place to be in, not gonna lie. Actually, should message the commission, probably. And how have you been, guys, today? Have you been productive? Have you been doing art? How's your Saturday? Oh yeah, it's Saturday today. You should be chilling. You should be relaxing from your work week. Is that right? You're relaxing? Studied mathematics and consumed online content instead? Goddamn. That's quite a replacement for art, huh? Mathematics. That must be exhausting to study, right? Hello, Butcher. Yo, thank you for the raid. Welcome to the stream. Hey, how did your stream go? What were you up to? Hello, Mystic. You, hello, hello. I'm finishing World of Warcraft character commission today. The one that I started on the previous stream, and you know, now it's time to finish it up. Just adding some contrast, polishing, stuff like that. The great stuff, you know, the easy stuff. Yeah, I'm vibing. A little bit late for me. It's 11 p.m. is the start of this stream. It's actually 11:11 now. So yeah, we're quite late, but we're pumping. We still Artin, you know. Time ain't an excuse for me. With some garlic. With magma head thunder. What's garlic? That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, so you didn't do you don't do art in your streams? So do you stream video games, or is it just like was an exception gaming stream? So a poll where it said that if you never art with the sole purpose of improving, then you're cooked. I mean, it depends. Like, if you do art without intent of improving and you think about, like, making a career out of it, I would say, yeah, you're cooked, but if you're just drawing for yourself, like, that's... I don't think that should be a concern. You're definitely not cooked. Gar is an art game, and Magma is collab art website. Oh, really? Goddamn. Oh, got you. Okay, okay, I didn't know. Actually, I've heard about it. People were recommending it. Maybe you misheard it. No, I think that's pretty accurate, but that's like if you're trying to make it professional in art. Which I don't think it's the case for most people, honestly. So what kind of art do you usually do, Butcher? Shh, relax. There was like telephone game where you get a prompt to draw and the next person has to guess the prompt. Oh, okay. So you draw and people try to guess what was the prompt that inspired your drawing. I get it, yeah. Right, I never actually, that made me think I never do such things. Like, it never even crossed my mind to like play something like this. Sounds fun. It's around just depend on what's going on. However, for myself, I love fantasy art. Nice, nice. Mambo is a website where you collaborate with other artists. Do you still do rules there? Yeah, yeah, that I'm familiar with. I just didn't know the name. I played it once with like some people from our Discord that I used to hang out like years ago. Hello, Auntie. You're welcome. Depends personally draw for fun, but I've been considering once by a person who said they didn't like making art work for free. Was commissioned once by a person who said they don't like making artists work for free. Oh yeah, I mean that's fair. That's fair. I think as an artist you should never work for free either. But it doesn't mean that you cannot just draw for yourself for fun. Hey Karay, yo, how you doing? Just thinking of adding like super bright points in this. Yeah, I'm doing great too, thank you. It's 11 PM on we're Artin. That cannot go wrong. Actually, I'm saying that, but I imagine for most people that's kind of like the time where they sit down to art for the first time. It's just for me, I'm usually done by 11 PM, and here I'm only sitting down to do something. Especially with the streams, you know, usually I would just like, okay, that's too late. Shouldn't stream, but today we're doing the opposite. Draw it for hours, or for when I need something to accompany research. Yeah, I see the problem with doing art for others is that unless they're also artists, and even in that case, like it just might go underappreciated, and that's like that's very traumatic, you know, if that happens. That actually fucks with you a lot. At least from my experience, it's like it's very nasty whenever that happens. So that's why it's not recommended to do. Or I guess it's a, isn't it a little bit selfish now that I think about it? Like if you're doing art for somebody and you're sort of doing it for free, but at the same time you're anticipating sort of a reaction. And then if you don't get it, you get upset. But isn't it like a kind of toxic to begin with to like do stuff quote unquote for free, yet it's not free because you anticipate something from them? Like an emotional response or something. I feel like that's kind of... now that I think about it, it's... maybe not doing art for free is actually like advice of not doing art for free. It's more maybe to protect others from you, if that makes sense. Guess maybe you not necessarily have the anticipation. Hello Lemon, hey, how you doing, bro? Dude, I for fun decided to level another character in WoW, and like I got a little bit sucked into it again. And we're just playing for like, I don't know, maybe 8 hours yesterday. Okay, maybe not 8, but like at least 5. And in the end of these, I was like, goddamn, dude, what am I doing? Missed the stream, didn't do much art. Like, what the hell is this? Why do I need another character of the same class that I already am playing? That's kind of dumb. It's another drug fear. So this one is like a little bit of an OC. It's like an infinite dragon, and not necessarily a drug fear. It's just kind of like a dragon in their visage form. So that's what we're doing. What about you, bro? How are you? There's something really addictive in WoW with like leveling characters from zero. You get this surge of like dopamine, and like you want to do all the grind again. It's, I mean, it's fine once, but then like whenever you do it more than once, it's like just for what? I don't like that standing in the way of my art. Usually only type with smaller creators, like less than a million subs or followers. I think that's why. Yeah, it's I guess mostly if you do like art for somebody who you know in person in real life, they might not even necessarily be into art or anything like that, and you do art for them, anticipating like one like certain reaction, and you don't get it, and you feel salty about it. Because they might be like very judgmental of art. You don't know how they perceive art, and you think you're doing something like really nice for them, and they should be thankful, but it turned out to be like a mess. So I guess a safe bet is like to do it, yeah, for somebody who you know will appreciate it. Or better not do it at all. What are you up to, Lemon? How's it going? What's new? Did it get peaceful in your country? Or you still guys were protesting and testing out the power limits of sound cannons and shit like that? Trying to come up with all these folds from imagination. I would say it's pretty fun, but at the same time, kind of feel like it's very easy to ruin it. Very easy to ruin a good fold. Hey, Meowx. Zansick. Yeah, I'm liking this character too. It's not my OC, it's the Commissioner's character, but kinda enjoying them. I like the simplistic outfit too, but I think I should add some like paintings or like something on top of the this like dress. Just really like how like simple it looks though. Although this ain't that bad. Wait for the next season, okay. The commissioner has good taste, yeah. They're commissioning me for the second time. Actually, are they? What process homemaking? So yeah, they just said that they really like the process. I don't remember. Oh yeah, they did commission me before. Yeah, I remember. So it's not my first time working with them. I think either draw for fellow artists, people with basic human decency. I mean, it's not necessarily that people have to be like terrible people to say something, but like, you know, people who are not into art, they might not even be aware of how much time it goes to like making an artwork and shit like that. So like honestly, it's kind of a lot to demand like understanding and like good quality reaction from somebody who has no idea what like digital art is about. Especially nowadays, they might think like, oh, did you generate it from like AI and shit like that. You never know, right? You never know how they will react. That is why it's better to just not do anything for free. I really want to try to push just random spots of saturation on this art as well. Like, I like how the base and the character are kind of desaturated, and then I can really push the saturation in places if I really feel like it. It's something that I really enjoy. Like, I'm trying to kind of incorporate it more in my art. How quick the generative AI bullshit will die in the future and how much energy it consumes to make. Is I have big issues with energy in the future. Or you think so? So you think like it will just stop generating at all? Is that what you're saying? And like now it's going off the like boom of popularity because it's novel, and then it will die down. I actually don't really know much about the energy aspect of it. I've heard that it's like very, very energy demanding, but I have obviously zero clue for myself. Simply just hold the seat. I don't think I've ever cared if they don't give a big reaction. Oh, you're saying like that's if you do like a fan art for a creator and stuff like that? But because I either doodle and just post it, put more for an upload. Hmm. Yeah, I see. But in general, it will die both because of the energy and because people will be tired of same shit. Are people getting tired of the same shit in general, though? Is that like a human trait? I feel like you can tolerate a lot of same shit. Actually, I would like for the horns to be kind of less bright. Yeah, I feel like this looks better. Just they're kind of like more contrasty. I don't know, like even just pushing this brightness so much. I don't know if I really like it. On the hair here too, like it's gotta be careful about this contrast balance. The increased price of making AI thing because of the energy, and then they can't earn money, like they don't, it will go away on its own. You seem to be very convinced that it's that is the thing, but like when do you think it's gonna happen? Actually, wouldn't it be kind of interesting though? Like if it completely just shuts down in one day. Just like literally no like no AI art will be able to get generated more. Wouldn't it be interesting that they will be just left with this like wasteland of just like what's been already generated, which is already fucking a ton though, let's be honest. That's already out there. I don't know, it just like doesn't seem like it's gonna be the reality. I've already kind of already was thinking that it will just stay forever. I mean, if so, that's gonna be awesome though. I would be all up for it. If that will become a thing of the past, I would be just happy. You can generate off your PC. Even if it becomes illegal, there will still be people doing it. Yeah, but imagine it's like, you do it, it literally like fucking shuts down electricity in your whole apartment or something. Or like it would be so energy demanding that it would be like a, you know, like mining cryptocurrency. It will like take off all of your PC power and it will take you like 2 days to generate one image, and it's still like not what you wanted, because it's like it takes you like thousands of generated samples to come up with something that is like at least somewhat presentable. Then my second other comment I must say, it's been nice to watch you and learn some skills from you. It helped me quite a lot. It's nice to hear that, Auntie. I'm glad I'm being helpful. And yeah, dude, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Always a pleasure. People who use it, they suffer from attention seeking, so the whole point of them doing it is post it consistently. I mean, that's like a generalization, though. Like, I feel like it's not like everybody's like that. Oh, that Trunk. Trunk, wouldn't it be fun if you joined my stream and would be like at me stare like you caught me here? Yeah, wouldn't be fair though. Cause like, yeah, no shit, you got me here, but hey, still. Trunk, it's 11 p.m. Almost 12 a.m. Like, what's your excuse for staying up that late, huh? Buddy? You think you're going here unnoticed, huh? What's your excuse? What if you add just a little bit like this? Sprinkles of saturated bright color here in the hair. It's 14:37 and you just woke up? Dude, goddamn, fix your schedule already. Holy. How do you plan to get stuff done when you're waking up at like afternoon? Jesus. People abandoning a lot of gaming industry as well, so it's pretty much dying. Oh. I mean, those are all good news though. I just hope it's the way it is. Because like, no matter how good it sounds, like I wouldn't really be that optimistic about stuff like that. I don't expect much from people I make art for. I mean, that's good then. Then you're not gonna get kind of burned by the reaction, or like the absence of reaction. Still kind of happy with the horns. Just like their shape is like not necessarily the most interesting. Why is painting horns like so complicated though? Like, they seem like such a nice, playful feature. It's like, you almost want to paint characters with horns just to paint them, but then as soon as you get to it, it's kinda... doesn't feel good, does it? They're supposed to be much brighter to be... Maybe I shouldn't separate them in like this, these colors. Maybe I should give them nice grading like this. Allowed to sleep on Saturdays. Are you though? Are you? Dude, you're supposed to wake up at 4 a.m. and do the, you know, the ball of ice, and you're supposed to like put your face in the ball of ice as soon as you wake up at 4 a.m. and go on your balcony and start doing push-ups. You forgot all of that, huh? There are things to do, man. You can't just sleep late. It was the cringiest thing on the internet in the past months. Bro, the guy is absolutely faking it. Imagine him, like, just picture him, like, filming it with, like, 15 takes just because he, like, 14 of those he just started bursting in laughter. Guy's probably fucking... that makes it not cringe, though. Like, if he's actually making fun of all the other people like this, that makes it so good. The Archer section's age restricted. Now I'm scared. Yeah, there is some unholy stuff there. Very rarely, though, but I just didn't feel like creating the like a couple of how to say that. Like, we used to have like art share 18 plus and art share just the usual one, and I'm like, okay, what are we fucking, who are we protecting here? So like there would be occasional some like a little bit of more of a nude painting or or something, but for the most part it's pretty safe there. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Dude, I'm like completely in love with this like oil paint texture in the background. It makes it so much more fun to work. It makes me also kind of not to worry about the background in certain way, even though like this is, I feel like this is kind of a lot of work to develop all those edges and all this texture, but at the same time it kind of makes it so much easier with me not having to think of an environment or like whatever to put there. Stuff Annie did is wild in a good way. I would say so, yeah. Some stuff is wild, but in a good way. Alexandra? Thank you, man. Thank you. Ooh, what if you put some giga saturated blue here? Oh, that's kind of nice. I usually don't like super saturated dark hues, but I feel like this the same better. How are you so prolific? I don't know. Just Artin. Traditional painting stream. Dude, I actually really want to do some oil paintings. I'm quite short on cash at the moment, but as soon as I would not be short on cash, which I don't know how that happens in life, but I would really like to get into some oil paintings. Dude, imagine like what I can do, you know, like a commission. Imagine like you commission me an oil painting, and then I do an oil painting for you and fucking send it to you in Australia or somewhere. Dude, that would be good. Sacrifice pie to you? Yeah, like we already not eating pie. Dude, I haven't had any sweets today too, and I'm not going to. I boiled myself like a fucking a pot of rice, and after the stream I'm gonna be eating pot of rice. Carbing up, you know. I used to just be like not necessarily a traditional art hater or anything, but like I was kind of an opinion that traditional art is kind of like a, you know, what's the point of doing it if you know you're doing digital? But now with this like painting technique, I actually think that traditional art can teach me so much, and then I just want to like, you know, kind of fuck around with it too. I know that traditional is just very fun. It's like very, how to say that, tactile. It's like whenever you like touch things with your hands, and it like makes just pleasant, you know. It's like cuddling, you know. Cuddling is pleasant, and traditional art is like that. It's like cuddling. Cuddling with your sister. Mm-hmm. 1 minute of scrolling up in the journal section, I might have already laid eyes of the most unhinged 2 sentences for today. Really? What did you find there, ma? I didn't even... To be honest, I don't always keep up with whatever people... Okay. No, I keep up with the conversation, but sometimes I just lose the plot there. Would you accept the oil painting of Ian Hazekostas as a commission? Oh, bro, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I would even give you a discount. Imagine having his, like, portrait just, like, in your room. That would be fun. Speaking of commissions, how do you do them? How do I do commissions? Like, from what point of view asking? Like, what do you mean? How old your tattoos? Less than 2 years, all of them. But the ones on the hands are like the newest ones. Like maybe a year old, a little bit less. I think I'll leave Sorry the Service person, not for my cup of tea. God damn. Alright, ma. What did they say though? Like just, you know, not like if you don't want to stay, of course, don't, but like I'm just wondering what did they say? Because it's like this art server is definitely not the most unhinged stuff on the internet. Like people are pretty friendly there. How do you go about them and where you get them? Oh, like I just post my art and then I post that I have open commissions and people reach out. Usually it's via Twitter or like Instagram, Blue Sky, stuff like that. And just like, you know, people reach out and we go from there. Pretty simple process. Ooh, this makes it look like his like skin is like sucked in between the like the ligaments and the muscles in the neck. That's kind of nice. That's actually pretty creepy. I think that it adds to the vibe. Once I'm maybe like behind his back, like holy feeling, dude. Of course, anything. I think the way I would go about an oil painting is that I would first paint it in digital, and then I would do like an oil painting, like pretty much just like a copy of a digital painting. Because I don't know how you can do traditional art like from the first take, or like explorative, like how I do digital. I think like, that's just impossible. Some brazen stuff, then some potential sexual in innu inundant inundas. Okay, I don't know what that word means. Made compelled to leave after seeing both. Okay, I see. It's not that bad in there. Like honestly, I think you're definitely like you don't have to engage with people who you don't like. Maybe you can just post your art in our share and kind of like skip the rest. Oh, Xerian, apparently you made somebody leave Discord right now because of the absolute outrageous stuff you post there. What do you have to say to your defense, huh? I don't know, Xerian. I don't know how you'll do our business with you after that. It's kind of like a lot, huh? I mean, yeah, maybe just not your cup of tea. And in art share too, like if you were to scroll, you would find some like, you know, artistic nudity and maybe like a bit less of artistic but still nudity. And then maybe definitely something sexual and provocative. Yeah. If that's not something that you enjoy, definitely not for you. I don't know though, I feel like it's not distasteful, you know? Like, we used to have people who just spam art of like some actually fucking disturbing shit. And I didn't even bother explaining, I just kicked the person. I was like, okay, dude, you like, first of all, you're not enjoying the streams. You just post your... Do you guys remember? Anybody remember that from Discord? It was like porn with ants. The Hollow Knight are... Yeah, remember? Some like robotic ants porn. And it's like, god damn, dude, like, really? And then the other guy with some creepy shit that he was posting, it was like kind of uncanny. Poorly drawn too, but it was actually like creepy. You missed that guy? Yeah, he'll be forever remembered. God damn. Guys, about the Discord though, how do you feel about bringing back like the studies that we used to do? Because that was quite fun though. I just had a couple of photos that I really wanted to restudy stuff, and I was like, oh, maybe we should actually do that. And now it would be way kind of more efficient because I came up with ideas for studies pretty much. Like I came up, not like ideas for studies, but I feel like I was approaching doing photo studies very much wrong, and I would benefit from them a lot if I do them like kind of like more mindfully. If let's say I would do like a photo study, but then I would take one thing out of a photo and then I would try to like exaggerate it in my style or something like that. Actually, for what point though? That also makes it feel like it's kind of pointless. Where is the study then, if you're just like applying your style to just some random reference? You ever wonder like where he is right now? What he's doing, his answer doing? Oh yeah, I'm thinking about it every time I go to bed. He rents in my head. He lives in my head rent-free. Okay, my tablet just froze. Okay, it's alive. You're cooked if you don't do studies. Was that about studies or just like in general improvement? I don't think you're cooked if you're not doing studies. Like, I'm definitely not cooked, but at the same time, maybe there is something to learn from them, right? You want us to force you to do it? No, I'm just like asking like if you guys would be interested in that. Because it would be definitely kind of on the stream and like with the community. Because like I've been thinking about the stream and this kind of stuff a lot recently, and I thought that maybe there's something about the community building, because like I kind of took it for granted. I wasn't really thinking or like paying too much attention to it, but I remember the stream was super active during the times of the studies especially and shit like that. Maybe there's something to it. So it's a waste of time for me too. It's nice when you're just starting out, don't know what to draw, but then it's just mindless practice. Yeah, what if you make it less of a mindless practice? Okay, so I'll give you an example. I don't know if I'll be able to find that photo though. Hold on, give me a second. I mean, it can be any photo really, but okay, I probably won't find that exact photo. But let's say some other photo. I'm just gonna find like a random good photo on my phone and show it to you. I mean, I guess that's easy why it's good. So okay, I took this photo. It's like just clouds mainly, and obviously like the city in the background. What if you do a study of that, but then like we try to exaggerate like the clouds, and we try to like really simplify the city? I mean, that might be something, right? And then, but I thought about the different photo. Oh yeah, like even this, for example. An animal. You see a wild, ferocious animal, and then the study of this would be, let's say we really, okay, imagine the bricks and the cat will be kind of rendered realistically, but then the sky would be totally like the opposite. It wouldn't be just like this natural sky, it would be like a super saturated gradient or something. Like we would just like exaggerate some part of it. What would you gain from it? Like the practice of like applying like a certain art practice to like a base thing, because isn't it a lot whenever you're trying to apply your art practice to like, let's say, your commission of like some imaginary character that has never existed in real life, and you gotta not only figure out the character but also the practice itself. And I guess like this study might be the exaggeration of the practice itself on already kind of like a steady, like a stable ground of like real life reference. And then we can also do like this fancy thing where we all take our own photos, right? And you only are allowed to do a study of your own photo, and if you do a study of someone else's photo, you get kicked the fuck out of the Discord and banned from the internet, right? Like the consequences are real. The stakes are high, right? So what do you think about that, guys? That must be interesting, though. Taking first drop photos of yourself. Actually, I used to do that, but I'm not doing that anymore. Because I don't feel like I'm attractive anymore, right? I got old. Is Round 4 is not good for art because camera sees different than eye. You need good lighting setup photos if you want to practice environment. I feel like it doesn't matter, dude. Like, I feel like you'll adjust the rest with your artistic skills. That's the thing. Like, you wouldn't rely on, like, a perfect photo. Photo is just a base for you to, like, apply your shit to. But, like, what I used to miss about art studies is that I would just copy them, pretty much, right? And, like, good photos, bad photos, I would just copy them. Even, like, a good photo, if you copy it, like, whatever, you know, like, you don't really learn anything. But what if you copy it with exaggeration of something? Mm. Wouldn't be just better to just do personal paintings with references? I don't know. Maybe that's like the goal is just improvement in the study. Like the time frame is short, but like a personal painting is kind of like a lot to take on. It's demanding. Hey, Wonder. Hey, how you doing, man? It's all fun when you have community. Yeah, I think you remember last time we were doing it, it was really fun. If you want to practice different objects, you need to go to construction studies. Oh no, that's giga gay. Construction studies? Goddamn. No, 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 bro. You're not doing construction studies. It will be just like painting studies, right? For borrowing emo, just do actual art. I feel like you can also do actual art and just not improve at all. I feel like, okay, the most important part is to have a cue, right? Like that's this concept of a cue is just like focusing on like a thing. So like I'm doing this painting, I'm focusing on these like edges and like painterly texture and like having a feel of this guy being on the same canvas as the rest. Like that's the cue. And I feel like as long as you have a cue, you're improving. And the opposite would be, okay, let me finish this real quick. The opposite would be, okay, I just need to draw this. Like I've drawn this, I know how to draw this. Basically, as soon as you lose curiosity in like some form of art, you're done. You're not improving. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, that's my observation. It's like saying I want to eat pie, I don't like sugar. Dude, it has 0 sugar, it has only the berries. Bro, you're mentioning the pie, I actually want it now. I would eat the whole thing. Hot cherry pie, blazing, out of the oven. God damn. Who teaches you this stuff? Bro, honestly, I just come up with this shit myself. Like, realistically speaking, I just... So, like, I can assume 0 to, like, little to 0, like, art educational content on YouTube, and I just sort of, like, observe what I'm doing myself. And I observe times whenever I was getting better and I wasn't getting better. That's all the takes that I have, like, are just come from that, pretty much. And I don't know how right or wrong I am, okay? Self-improving your art, which means doing studies, following tutorials, etc. Okay, following tutorials is like, that's turbo cringe. I mean, if you're a complete beginner, yes, but if you understand like how to hold the pen, like I think follow tutorials, like that's either neutral or negative. So when you do unreferenced pieces, try not to copy exactly and mix different reference or reference something with permission or that is mine. Yeah. I mean, you definitely shouldn't copy things one by one, for sure. I just used to think that photo studies are kind of like that, but just from photos. So like you take a photo and you copy it and you're trying to understand like the anatomy or whatever. Complete waste of time. Pretty easy and chill to do, but like such a waste of time though. Now though, I'm thinking like, what if you do that, but then you like apply the thing that you really want to focus on, and it's like, you know, it somehow makes it better, right? We'll give it a go. Like, it doesn't hurt to do like a 1 hour study, right? Of a photo that you took too, and then you print it and frame it and like put it in your bathroom. Yo, that's poetic. Was being very art tutorials for art programming. I just recently saw like a tutorial from somebody who like, based on just the thumbnail alone, has no clue what they're doing, and it's like very, it had like 700,000 views. I'm like, okay, that's there's no barrier of entry for people who teach stuff on YouTube. Just like keep that in mind. Like a tutorial is like such a broad term. And it's all like it would be, you know, like you wouldn't be hurt by watching it, but at the same time, you know, like maybe you'll pick up some BS, right? You shouldn't listen to them, you should listen to me. Obviously. What are you guys discussing? Buying print of the art? Wait, what art? Got a little bit lost. This conversation in Twitch chat is completely unfollowable. What art's this? That's another quick commission. That's an Infinite Dragon character. Saying there's literally one person talking there, and I'm replying to them. Ooh, really enjoying the collarbones, honestly. I think you can go so wacky with collarbones all the time. They're kind of like a fun... They're a fun bone to paint. Wonder, how's your raid progression and guild drama? Do you have any more guild drama? People quitting WoW over a River Mythic? Anything like that? Hey there, Dragontas. Yo. Friday Sundays, start DPSing in keys. Ooh. Oh, dude, you're getting bored with tanking, aren't you? I can feel it, man. Ooh. Not for no reason too, right? Will do studies now? Dude, I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking, okay? So, for my streams, I'm thinking doing commissions. Then I have these bad boys. I have these, right? Which I want to paint on the stream, just like for fun, character paintings. And I'm thinking of how to incorporate all of that. And then I'm thinking studies on top of it, just to feel really cute about ourselves, you know? Mwah. Right? Mwah. Maybe doing some character designs or whatever. Just for the stream. Just enjoying it. And then, yeah, the studies too. Studies with like kittens to go on top of it. Might be interesting. That's all I'm saying. That must be interesting. Blood's bad? Oh, is it? Commission is a word too, okay. Bro, that kindred portrait is cursed. What are you doing on YouTube too? Guys, have you seen YouTube emotes? Those are wild. Like, what is this? They're so bad, it's embarrassing. Maybe I just don't give them enough chance. You have your WoW character screenshot as your profile picture, Wonder? On YouTube? No, just clarifying. I had to like go to your channel to really see it in its full glory. Understand why people were leaving Discord? We are the problem. Wouldn't say no to that. Like, I generally was having trouble following your conversation with River. I feel like you guys, yes, that's like a continuation of something that you've had in your DMs. Random Xaden drama. You see Xaden? Get out of here, boy. Right, man. Have a good night. Do you guys also get that where you paint and sometimes your hands get really sticky and like a little bit slimy and it's kind of uncomfortable? I feel like I have it right now. Should probably go wash them. I'm gonna go wash my hand. I'll put the replay button for you. There you go. Look how soon this painting actually took the shape it is right now. Pretty much at this stage, and then just like rendering. Well, kind of like whenever it was more dark. Ooh. Looking for the time lapse actually sometimes help you so much. Like I like how dark it was here. Maybe I should really try to emphasize that again. It does get wet because I sweat a lot, and then it like the sweat vaporizes and then gets like slimy. But nonetheless, hands are unslimed and we're ready to continue. Ooh, his nails are actually also like same color as this. Pole dancing, freshen up, big coffee. Big coffee? What does big coffee mean? Big coffee. Not just a coffee, that's a big coffee. God damn. Those big glass jugs which I just put ice cream. I drink that now. Don't really know what that is, but it sounds terrible. Dude, I feel like it's kind of necessary to add these, but at the same time, I like them. I like the art with like no things here on this dress. Like I really like it looking simplistic. I'm not sure if that's like a good or bad thing. Like these. Let's take a look. So you drink out of that stuff? Wow. I've eaten ice cream from this, by the way. From your exact cup. In restaurants, that's how they serve it. Damn, I imagine having that at home must feel wrong. Because it's like you possess something that only should be like served in restaurants. It's like having a McDonald's uniform in your home and like wearing it. Same? Really? Oh, you mean like about eating from it? You got 2 on a sale. Dude, that's like... Alright, I feel like I'm getting kind of negative about this ice cream cup. Nothing wrong with this cup in particular, but um, getting stuff like this for a house on a discount, that's like peak, like 55-year-old energy. Peak 55-year-old woman energy, I would even add there. $55 and riding. Alright, I have nothing against that though. That's hard to debunk. Exciting, just imagine, by your presence, you made a person leave my Discord and then leaving my YouTube stream. Just because you were there. And you weren't even like, you weren't even doing anything too offensive to them, but I think that makes it even worse, right? Because like, if you were like hostile to them, at least it would be like, okay, dude, you know, you gotta calm down. But you weren't even doing anything to them, and you already made them leave. Doesn't that make you like rethink your behavior a little bit, huh? now you're replying to yourself. Okay, I see why they left though. That all comes to... all the pieces come together now. Drinking coffee out of like a forbidden 50-year-old ice cream jar and then replying to yourself. A little dark. Like you are. Thank you, man. Okay, thank you. You don't do art dark? So you're looking to get into it? Okay, what kind of art do you want to do digital? Going to buy a graphic tablet actually. Oh, get like a cheap one, like for like $40-50. I have an XP pen. They're they're actually not that much different from each other, and like anything can do really. Like it's a very low barrier of entry for digital art, which is good, right? Which is great. Actually, let me actually darken this highlight. I don't know why I put so much emphasis on it. Yeah, it's not even like for starters, XP pen and High-On, like they just will serve you forever. I had a High-On tablet that I started with, served me like 4 years, and then it just randomly broke it by my own mistake. It was pretty much fine. Although I'm glad that I don't have it anymore, because it was like an old model and it had like a rechargeable pen. You had to charge the fucking stylus. That was stupid. I think I'm just repeating the same stuff over and over again for like a minor change. We'll ban him. But I like the design. It's an original character that I got commissioned to paint. Actually, quite enjoying it so far. Big S? I haven't heard about it either. But as long as they have, I think it's 8,000, right? Like 8,000 pressing levels or like pressure levels, I think it is. It should be fine. That's kind of like the standard, and like the rest is pretty much usually is the same for all the tablets. The size too, like size differs. I guess the A4 paper size, like around there, would be nice. Don't get the smaller ones; they're worse. Or I mean, they might be good. It's just like I think you would prefer a bigger one. Dude, haven't your name been Twitch please I'm 19? Has it always been 20 or is it... I swear it was 19 though, wasn't it? But hello. No, just different lighting, same room. You change it because you're age. Alright. Hey, happy birthday then. Module tablet has 2K pressure sensitivity. Yeah, I think that's very low. To be honest, 2000 levels of pressure that sounds like a lot of levels. It's definitely more than 1000, but I think like the standard that tablets have now is like 8000. It was in February. Goddamn, we missed it, dude. We missed your birthday. What if I'll do this? Would it make sense? It'd probably be still the tail though. You're driving up the engagement, Satan. Nice. That's what I'm paying you for, man. Finally. You got it 5 years ago? I mean, if it's working fine, I guess, like, there is no issue. I've never even tried any... Actually, I have tried some with 4000, and it felt the same as 8. So I would assume that you're good. Maybe if there are 2 levels of pressure sensitivity, that would be, like, not good. It's either on or off, you know, the pressure. It's 2 levels, pretty much a mouse. Mouse has 2 levels pressure sensitivity. Like as I kind of identifying the folds more, it kind of gets a little bit less interesting, sorta. I don't know. Maybe just because of the way I'm arranging them. Maybe it's fine. It's like a Japanese dress. You know, like those very, very long dresses. You're like this like thingy in the middle. I feel like it's one of these. It's not a night dress. I forgot the special word for them, by the way, the Japanese clothing. Maybe it's not even Japanese, maybe just like Asian in general. I think they are Japanese. Kimono, yeah.